Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
That's good.
Merry Christmas, listeners. This is going to be a Christmas Eve release.
This is a Christmas Eve release. How exciting for us.
Getting festive.
Welcome and Merry Christmas, and hope everyone's had a good year. Hopefully everybody's got some time off and is going to spend it with some loved ones and get spoiled or not get spoiled, whatever it is that you're into doing.
Spoiling me is just leaving me alone for a couple of days. Nothing happening, like no phone calls, nothing. I feel very spoiled when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
So
I couldn't agree more.
We're back on a morning routine.
Morning potty.
Had a bit of a hold up midweek, so we
sort of fucked our schedule up.
Had to push it back just a touch.
Slightly. For all those playing along at home, my surgery went well. I ended up going in on the Monday, which was slightly annoying, but it was good to get it out of the way and done. But just sort of pushed the recovery and the
it went a bit longer than they were anticipating, didn't it?
Yeah, it was meant to be like a 30-40 minute surgery, and it turned out to be like 4.5 hours. So it went from being a very simple keyhole surgery to we need to rebuild the bicep and the fascial in the forearm. So that's what's going to happen when you keep working on it after you do it, I guess.
Yeah, when they tell you it's broken and you keep using it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We're partaking in a new cigar to the line for us. Anyway, it's not a new line for Warfighter, but the Dumpster Fire.
Yep.
These came about in 2019, 2020.
2020.
Through all the spicy cough dramas.
Yep. The dumpster fire of a year that was that year. That's why they're named Dumpster Fire.
Yeah, and they're actually a combination of all of the different bits and pieces that Warfighter use in their cigars.
Yeah, so like at the end of my understanding, I'm sure John and Scott will correct us if we're wrong. My understanding is that at the end of the day, all the stuff on the cutting line and all the bits and bobs and bits and pieces from just the day's work all get toiled up and put as the filler. And then it's got I should have looked up what it is. I think it's a Maduro wrapper.
Looks like a Maduro wrapper. So you sort of don't really know what you're going to get flavour profile.
Yeah, so they're just a lucky dip of a cigar, which is super cool.
We both got a really sweet start, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, we've been trying to get a hold of these. These have been a bit hard to get.
Habanero wrapper. So it's similar to the Night Shift. Habano, not habanero. Habano wrapper. It's similar to the Night Shift.
Yep.
In wrapper-wise, anyway. But yeah, the fillers all pick your own adventure.
So what's the wrapper? Habanero?
Habano.
Habanero. I'll set myself up for a really good dad joke and that won't work, so we'll have to let it go.
It's not a spicy pepper. It's a Cuban leaf.
Well, that's why the pepper wasn't very good at archery, because he didn't have an arrow.
Oh, no.
Anyway, so we're...
The one, the only.
I've had a busy couple of days off. Cleaning and pressure cleaning and shed cleaning and dump running. And
yeah, because you guys are done now, hey?
We're done?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, yeah? You're going to come back? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a bit of stuff doing the work here.
Yeah.
And we've just got a couple here that I could probably just tidy up and then they're done.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that'll be the end of it now, hopefully, for a minute. We've got nothing else really planned at home. Danny's got a couple of shifts and we're just going to be enjoying the house and not being anywhere.
He's going to go away?
No. Too busy.
Yeah.
This is as far into town as I'll go now until after Christmas. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah, no, it is just actually the worst.
Yeah.
Our infrastructure wasn't set up for Toowoomba before everybody moved from the communist village of Victoria to Queensland. But now that fucking half of our population's Victorian.
Yeah.
It just can't handle it, even a fucking little bit. Like it's just
you
out
wait
of
now until all the New South Welsh.
there's going to be some fucking
from their communist regime.
Yeah, that's getting pretty crazy.
It is. I don't want to dwell on it, but not on this podcast.
We're super. All I want to say, because there's been enough negative shit said about what's going on around here. All I want to say is that the Queensland government is doing a fucking awesome
Yeah,
job.
I
very, very infrequently.
I was going to say, very seldom do I praise any government, but Christopher Foley and his team are
they're
just
standing
stand
fucking
fast.
hard.
Yep.
Yeah, and they deserve all of the recognition that they get for this because they're the only ones using an ounce
it's
of
only
common
them
sense.
and the NT, which the NT
and Tassie, but it doesn't matter because like 12 people live there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I mean, and the NT to me, like they're their own thing anyway. You know,
they're entirely their own
it's
thing.
It's a totally different country.
Yeah, they're even their gun licensing stuff is
everything, car licensing, the whole lot.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think there's been enough negative shit, and I don't have anything to say on it.
No, we've got nothing new to add to it. I couldn't be more proud to be in Queensland at the moment because they're doing a fucking good job of holding the line. So hopefully they hold it, and we don't have to worry about any of the shit that the poor cunts down in Victoria and New South Wales are going to have to go through. Maybe. Yeah, well, we'll see. I think it's going to be short term. Well, probably long term pain, short term gain. Yeah. Anyway. There's nothing new to add to that. So, no. On the brighter note, which is what we're all about here. These dumpster fires are. I think we should. I don't know why we waited so long before we brought any of them in. Well, we tried a few times and they were sold out. There's obviously a good reason why they sell out. Yeah, they're a good smoke. Yes. Let me get these notes up. You got some notes up. I think by the time, definitely by the time of release, we'll have won the Ashes. They will stay in Australia. Yeah, I don't follow cricket even a little bit, but it doesn't appear that England is doing a very good job. England have not showed up to play cricket, that's for sure. It's been good. I've actually been enjoying watching a bit of it, like having some time to just sit and put on my phone or whatever. Like we're so spoilt now with KO on. You can have your phone on anywhere and just keep an eye on it. So. No, the boys have been going well. Yeah, they've been playing hard cricket, and I still can't understand. I just don't understand cricket even a little bit because I've actually been trying to I've had it on in the background while I've been doing stuff, and I can't. It just doesn't seem. I understand that the bowler has to have some skill, and I guess the batter has some skill. Yeah. But there's 40 other cunts just hanging around all day. Yeah, that's their job. It's so boring. But where it's good is, like you say, and the kids will watch it. The kids come in real hot. We're like, we're going to watch cricket with Dad. And after 2 overs, they're like, this is shit. Yeah. But all the stormtroopers in the crowd and the guy, all that sort of stuff. It does appear to be more about the atmosphere. 100%. Yeah. And I know guys that, even we used to go down to the one-dayers and you'd run into guys at the bar that hadn't even watched the cricket at all. Yeah. They're just there for the party, Yeah. So. That's right. I can understand that, but, just the sport itself. And it's one of those things, it's really, I don't know, I used to find the same with NFL. Yeah. Was working out that whole chess game. Yeah. Where, they'll put a bowler in who just bowls pace for 4 overs and just hammers this bloke at 145k an hour. Yeah. And just wears him down mentally, and then they'll bring a spin bowler in that's 90k an hour and the ball's just bouncing all over the fucking it's a real game of cat and mouse. Yeah, okay. I know that guy's shit at defending pace, so we'll hit him with a pace bowler flat out. Yeah. And if that doesn't work, we'll trick him up with something else. So can you just switch bowlers out? Yeah. Switch bowls out. You can move your fielders wherever you want them. So, you'll see sometimes they'll pressure a guy a lot. Like Travis Head's really good for it. He'll put a fucking helmet on and stand metre you away from the batter. Yeah. At fucking strike zone and just be there. Come on, buddy, come on, hit it at me. Just try and entice him into taking a big swing. Yeah. And it's just when it pays off, it's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. So once a bowler's bowled, are they done bowling? No. They've got a set number of overs, but they can do 4 or 5 overs in a row, or they can change them up every couple. Because every 6 bowls, the whole thing flips. Yeah. So everyone, your batters swap ends, your wicket, everyone, the whole field moves 180 degrees. Yeah. Okay. Why? Just to make it different, interesting. Yeah. Okay. The distance to your boundaries are different if you're a left-handed batter. Yeah. It just changes. Just keeps it all moving. Yeah. Right. Yeah, you've got to really sit and... I was very lucky. I've probably talked about it here already, but when Mum was working at Bailey, most of the team were
were Indian Sri Lankan.
Yeah.
And so she was sort of forced into cricket. Then this is back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because that's all that those blokes are mad on cricket.
Yeah.
And so now mum is like mad on. Like we'll be up when they did the day-night test a couple of weeks ago. We were up texting each other at like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Really?
While we were watching the cricket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just loves it.
It's funny how that happens. Like if you get introduced to a sport by people who are like fanatical about that sport, and you hang around them long enough, you two then like capture or get infected by it somehow. Like it's super interesting. Like I wonder what that's about, because like it's the same. Like gamblers are the same.
Yeah,
like, if
right.
you don't grow up in a gambling household, people are like, oh yeah, no, I'll gamble. Like, you know, I'll bet on, if I go to the Dogs, I'll bet $20 or whatever.
Yep.
But if you grow up in a household that's big on gambling, those guys are next level.
You're putting $1,000 on whether the gambling hotline person is going to be a male or a female when you ring them.
But they're like passionate about gambling, but you only get that if you grow up in a gambling household or being fanatical about the AFL. You can't be like an adult introduced to something and then become like as fanatical about it as if you grew up with it.
Yeah.
I guess like maybe your mum did, but I doubt she's even as fanatical about it as the Sri Lankan people are.
Oh, like, no way. No way. I remember we used to go, like, we'd have house parties when Danielle was at uni, and like one of her roommates was Sri Lankan, I think. And they'd be like locked in his room watching the fucking C grade semi-final in India. Well, there's like 40 people in the house drinking and partying, and there'd be like 6. And then we'd see that they're watching the cricket. We'd run in and watch a few overs awesome. And then come back out. But they were just like in it.
Yeah.
And it's a massive dollar.
Yeah.
Huge dollar sport. So.
Well, yeah, it's like I was expecting not to see very many people in the grandstands. But it's like pretty full.
Yeah.
It's fuller than most AFL games.
Yep.
Like it was pretty impressive.
And they're getting that attendance every day for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like I was genuinely surprised.
And Adelaide's one of those special ovals. Like they've still got the original
scoreboards.
1904 or something scoreboard. So there's still a guy in behind there with all the painted timber cards, and every time there's a change of bowler or whatever, he pulls a little door down, slots a new thing in. Like, it's really, really cool.
That is cool. There needs to be more of that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So, and obviously that still works better. They had some issues with the technology. There's a few dismissals that a couple of guys that, because they can review like you can in the AFL or the NRL, you know, go to the bunker. And one guy, the English thought they got him out, and they went to the bunker, and they've got a thing called Snicko, which is like a little microphone right at the stumps.
Yeah.
And so they can hear if the ball's just caught an edge.
Yeah, okay.
And it picked up a noise, but it didn't line up. You know, it was like the bat and the ball were here, but the noise didn't come till it was back here. And they were like, that's not right. It's not out.
Yeah.
But they'd accidentally put on the mic at the other end of the wicket. So they were listening at the wrong end. And it all come out after the day's play. And everyone's like, oh, fuck me. He went on to score 103.
Yeah.
He should have been out at 70. Didn't matter. We're fucking 300 ahead. But But everyone was like, it's pretty shit.
Yeah, that's wild.
You're relying on technology and it doesn't.
Technology does do some good stuff.
Yep.
But, like, for cricket, not that I'm that into it, but the rule should be if the bails don't fall off, then they're not out.
Yeah. Well, what it was
just leave it the way it is.
He'd swung at it, and the wicketkeeper heard a nick. So he heard what he thought was the ball just clipping the edge of the bat, and he's caught him. And so he's caught out, so he should have been out.
Oh, because it hit the bat.
Yeah. And so then they were like, it doesn't line up because the ball's already passed before the sound,
noise
so it's just an interference.
Yeah.
But, it should have been
So
out.
it wasn't about the wickets, it was about it hitting the bat.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
So there's that sort of thing. But anyway, that's technology. I agree, like, there shouldn't be as much of it. Like, they limit how many reviews they can do per game and that sort of thing, but I don't know. Cricket's usually a pretty decent, like, it's a bit of a gentleman sort of a sport where if you think you're out, you just walk. You don't bother waiting to find out if you felt that little nick.
Because surely you can feel it on the bat.
Yeah, that's right. So if you felt that little nick and they've caught you behind, you go, well, yeah, I'm out. You just walk.
Yeah.
So anyway, good bit of fun.
Yeah.
I dare say it'll stay here, so hopefully it doesn't.
Well, I can't remember what the score. I did look at the score.
I haven't checked.
I looked at it, but it was like they'd only done like a couple of hundred for like 7 out or something like that. Like it didn't look like it. And I think their goal was 500 or something.
Yeah, they were still 200 and something behind last night. So I think we'll be all over, which is good for us. But we've still got 2 more games yet.
Is there 2 more days still?
2 more tests. So we're still at Sydney and Melbourne.
Oh, because it's like a circuit.
Yeah. So next test will be Boxing Day. That's always a big one in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And then after that, they go to the SCG.
When's that? Like New Year's or something?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, okay. Fuck, they're here for a long time.
Yeah. It's a couple of weeks.
Yeah, wow.
The fucking heat's killing. It was 40 degrees in Adelaide
yesterday. It was hot here yesterday.
Fucking hell,
it was
hot.
Jesus.
I was out pressure cleaning and got sunburnt like mad.
Yeah.
As you can tell from my head.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's the boring world of cricket, I suppose.
Talking about like Sri Lankans and Pakistanis and Indians and that.
Yeah.
Did you know that India has more gold per, like, in its private person, like in its civilian collection than the Western banks, central banks combined?
Really?
Yeah. So I've been looking into it. So, super weird thing that has always fascinated people, and it's fascinated me for a really long time, is currency. So currency is like only a reasonably new concept, right? It's not super old. We were dealing with donkeys and geese and goats and trading and stuff for a long time before currency was invented. And obviously carrying a $10 bill is way more convenient
than 3 donkeys.
Yeah, than having to bring 3 donkeys in every time you want a new TV or something. But
how many donkeys would you need to trade for a TV?
Probably not many these days. Donkeys are fucking expensive now.
Yeah.
They're cool. Wild side fact, like 2 years ago, it's probably longer than 2 years ago now. It's been since we've lived out at Mount Luke. So what's that, like 5 years? There was a big sweep of poachers killing donkeys. So people own donkeys. So donkeys are like a super handy herd animal for a couple of reasons. Like they'll protect your sheep and stuff from wild dogs. So we don't have like big predators here in Australia, but we do have a lot of wild dogs.
Yep.
And wild dogs will fuck up your sheep and fuck up your geese.
And just fuck them up for fun.
Yeah, they don't even eat them.
They'll kill one and eat one.
Yeah, they'll just be limping around without a leg on and shit, so they make a mess. But anyway, donkeys are really good at protecting horses and livestock from wild dogs. So lots of people have donkeys for that reason. But also people just like donkeys because they're pretty cool.
Cool, yeah.
But there's Chinese herbal medicine for, I believe it's infertility, but it could be for giving you a horn. I can't remember which one it is. But it's the donkey skin. They use a special thing out of the donkey skin. And the trade came to Australia for a while and just bulk donkeys just got absolutely railed. So it drove the price of donkeys through the roof. Because one, everyone was trying to buy donkeys. Well, not everyone, but like lots of bad people were trying to buy donkeys just to skin them to sell the skin. And then people were buying donkeys to replace the donkeys that people had been killing
and stealing.
Killing and stealing. So the price of donkeys, so it wouldn't have taken very many donkeys at all to buy a TV back then. But now, like a donkey now, it's like probably, I don't know. It'd be like a couple of grand for a donkey.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, even like cheap horses aren't.
Well, I was going to say I'm not up on big animal prices. Like
they used to be able to get.
I don't imagine you're buying horses per kilo.
Not for riding. The Germans might have a different price per ratio for horses, but
anyway, so currency. We got
currency. We did get sidetracked. The rupee has been. It's one of the most turbulent currencies, and so it's been devalued that many times now. That even though it hasn't been for quite a while, there's like this weird generational knowledge, this weird generational tradition of putting your currency into jewelry, but gold jewelry. So you wear it. But then if times get tough or the value of your currency gets diminished, you pawn your jewelry off as your bank. It's just like a cultural thing.
Well, it's getting to be a thing
India.
Around the world is like
so this is where I'm going.
Silver,
so this is where I'm going. So silver's skyrocketed. It's never had a year where it's like gone up in value as much because they're running out of gold. So all like Poland's nearly doubled their gold stocks in the last like 2 years.
Yep.
It's crazy. So obviously there's people worried about it, but I was just really amazed because there's a generation of Australians and there's a generation, they're dying now because they're old, but they didn't trust the banks.
Yeah.
So there's heaps of stories that people like go to collect all their dead like dead grandma, dead great grandma's shoe collection. Yeah. And they just find boxes of cash.
Yeah.
Because they just didn't. They fundamentally didn't trust the banks. But that was like a weird. Well, it's not weird, but it was like a really small generational thing. But it never got carried on to us.
No.
There's not many Australians that.
Well, in society in general, how often now do you go to rock up with pay for something with cash and they've got to cancel the FPOS machine because it's just not a thing. Like people, I always make sure I've got enough cash to pay for a full tank of diesel.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
because you go to the servo and they, sorry, the FPOS machine's down.
Yep.
So I'll just pay cash.
Yep.
I'm not fucking waiting around here all day for you to sort.
But that's the thing you learn out west.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where that comes from. Is because when you were contracting out west, the amount of servos you go to, we don't have power. Yeah, we don't have internet. Our ATM's down. Yeah, it's like no worries. I'll just grab the cash.
Cash.
Yeah, and then just pay because otherwise you don't get fuel.
Yeah, that's right.
You're stuck at that town. Yeah, there's no other option.
Yep. Well, that's
I still carry that, but sorry.
No, I was just going to say that I think it's Morgan Freeman. He always has gold earrings in.
Yeah.
And it came from the old pirate times where you always had enough gold on your body to cover your funeral. So if you died in a foreign country, you had enough to cover the burial costs.
That's cool.
Yeah. And so he's always got two like gold earrings in. Yeah. And that's what it's like an old traditional thing, but it's like cool. That was why they
that's
all
super
pirates
clever,
had at least some jewelry on them, so that if they got killed in the Caribbean or whatever, they had enough.
You could take their jewelry.
I'm assuming in pirate times they just fucking take your jewelry and throw you in the ocean.
It's pretty.
But that was like the theory behind it was you had enough wealth on your body to cover your burial.
Yeah, that's a cool concept.
It's very cool. Yeah.
But like that stuff hasn't. And I don't know about anywhere else. Let us know, the rest of the world, whether you guys have any like pirate traditions or like stuff like that. But in Australia, people don't think that far ahead.
No, they don't at all.
And so like everyone here just assumes that the currency is what it is and it has always been. Even though a generation ago they didn't trust the banks.
No.
But for some reason, India just never lost.
Well, they went... Like their poverty line is a lot.
Well, it's like super unstable. Yeah. So they're obviously, it's a different economy, obviously, and they've been tried. Like the English have tried to run them over and starve them out a couple of times, and like stuff like that.
Yep.
But like, it's just super interesting that it's now part of their culture to have your wealth in gold, however you want it. Like whether it's jewelry or whether it's gold blocks or whatever.
Yep.
But it's just a super common thing. And now it's created a thing where the Indian population has more gold than all of the reserve banks, like the central banks of the Western world. Yeah. Isn't that wild? That's a super weird thing because like if not saying it will, but if our currency was to collapse...
Well, it's monopoly money anyway.
It's becoming monopoly money more and more. But if it was just to collapse, there's not a lot of people in Australia that would have
a backup
option other than, but it's just part of their culture, which I just find is super fascinating.
Yep.
Because it's not something you're even taught here.
No.
By any stretch of the word.
No. I always think like you should have, like we always try and have enough cash in a safe that we can cover like 2 months of expenses.
Yeah. So we're the same. We always have like a little bit of cash around the house.
Just on that off chance.
But that's in our minds. So this is in our minds. That's a safety net.
Yeah,
but that's not
2 months.
Though.
No, it's not.
Not even a little bit. No. Because if something happens where you need 2 months of cash, there's a pretty high chance that cash isn't going to be usable.
That's right.
So you probably should be. That was always my thing. Is like I always just have cash because that's what you like. You learn that out west. You learn that just generally. Like I'll just have a little stockpile. Yeah. So that way, if the power goes out,
you probably should use that to buy silver or gold.
That in gold because it'd be just as easy to go and pawn the gold to then go buy your groceries.
Yeah.
Or the silver or platinum or any precious metal. It doesn't really matter. But it just never even...
No, it doesn't occur to you because it's so easy to just
have some cash. You just go, I'll just have cash.
Or just tap your phone and it just works. And yeah, I don't know. But
it depends how, like... See, this is the problem. So I was just about to preempt that and be like, it just depends how preppery you want to be.
Yeah.
But obviously the Indians don't see it as preppery. They just see it as a cultural...
No, but I think they've had a lot harder times than we've had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they know that 20 years ago, we were sharing a cup of rice for a week because of currency. You couldn't, you couldn't buy stuff.
Their currency collapsed.
Yeah.
It's collapsed twice.
Yeah.
Where they literally didn't have a currency anymore. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was literally, like, we joke about the Australian dollar being monopoly money, but it was literally monopoly money, yeah. And it happens like in...
Well, it's happened in Greece a few times.
Yeah, and it happened... Where was that African place where they were taking wheelbarrows of cash to buy loaves of bread?
Yeah, that was Sudan?
Wherever that was, yeah. And it happened in Germany. The same thing happened in Germany.
Yep.
So it's like happened quite a bit in the Western world, but for some reason we've just got no memory of it whatsoever. It's super interesting.
And it's probably hard. I would fathom a guess that most people in Australia are living week to week. It's very hard to have any surplus cash.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother.
But you know what I mean. So it's
absolutely.
It's not something that they can plan for.
But that's why the jewelry thing's fucking genius because it's like, well, instead of buying, so like this is the cynical bend. Instead of buying like shitty fucking Christmas gifts or like buy some good gold like proper gold jewelry because even though it's not gold bullion or whatever. If it's certified gold, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
But you can wear it. And so, like, instead of buying rubbish gifts all year, buy, like, one really good gift of a gold thing once a year. That's a couple of $100. Yeah. But it's gold, so it will go up in value. Like, for some reason, people don't, differentiate gold bullion to gold jewelry.
If it's gold.
It's gold. It's gold. If it's real gold jewelry, it's the same investment policy as you're paying a premium for it because it's been turned into jewelry. Yeah. But it's still, at the end of the day, if currency doesn't exist anymore, that gold jewelry is still gold.
Well,
it's still going to be...
Gold's been gold since we worked out what it was.
That's right, yeah.
And since someone decided that it's...
Well, that's a whole nother fucking conversation because there's a very strong argument for... Like, so there's... Obviously, we've talked about this on the podcast before, whether we... just evolutionarily grew onto this planet and for some reason we overtook monkeys and our brain doubled in size in like 1 million years or whatever it was. Yep. Or people who came to this planet, were on this planet before us, genetically engineered us for a purpose.
To mine.
And so that's the concept. That's the running theory currently is that there was an alien race or somebody, whether they're still here or not. The story is they're called the Anunnaki. So we're gonna tinfoil hat because I have to because otherwise I'm gonna sound like a crazy more of a crazy person than I already sound like. So in the off the beaten path human biology, trying to figure out what happened to our brain. So there's a big gap in science that can't explain why our brain doubled in size in a really, really short period of time.
Yeah.
So there's the magic mushrooms. Mm-hmm. There's that debate that monkeys, a form of monkey or a form of hominid, stumbled across mushrooms. DMT, yeah. And it created a reflective part of their brain and they could start reasoning using reflection to improve and pass knowledge down instead of living primally back to back. Or we were genetically engineered. They grabbed us. And so the people, if you go down that path, the story is that there's a race of beings called the Anunnaki and their planet was dying and I can't remember what the planet name is. I'm not that deep into it.
It'll be in our comment section.
Yeah, it'll be in our comment section this week for sure because I'm not that into it, but it is on my radar. It's I think it's Sirius B or something. It's a star near us anyway. And they had damaged their planet.
Yep.
And to repair their planet, they needed gold. So they flew to Earth, genetically modified monkeys to mine for
dig
gold.
Up the gold for them. Yep.
And they use that as the explanation as to why we are fascinated with gold. We always have been. There's zero reason. So gold is only used in high technology.
Yeah.
So the only reason gold is valuable now is because recently we've created quantum computing and computer chips and all this stuff that needs silicon dicarbide, whatever it is, and gold.
Yep.
And so that makes gold now really valuable.
Yeah.
But for the last 2 million years of people collecting gold, it had no use except for...
It's too soft to do anything with.
Yeah, except for look pretty, So it was easy to form into jewellery.
Yep.
And it's sparkly. Mm-hmm. But it's always been equated to the gods. Always.
Yeah.
It's true. As far as human religious traditions go, it's always been the metal of the gods.
Yeah,
it's always. And so there's zero reason for that. Like, unless, this is what they're saying, unless they're like, it's encoded into us genetically to just fucking love gold because we had to go and find gold, dig gold up and give it to the Anunnaki. They loaded it on their spaceship, fucked off, fixed their planet. We've never seen them since, and they just let us run the planet.
They left the pyramids behind her.
And they left the pyramids behind. So they think the pyramids were the power complexes that charge there. Like all that fucking... You go like, proper into it. But the baseline is that's why... A series of researchers think that we are fascinated with gold because it holds no real value until you get to high technology, which we're only just getting to now.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
not really,
but no,
kinda.
But like the theory's there.
Yeah. But like, cause like other than that, why did all the princes and princesses and fucking Egyptian pharaohs get buried in gold and like all this stuff? Like it makes no real sense. There's way prettier stones and metals 100%. Out there. Like way prettier. It's the same as diamonds. Diamonds are a really weird one because diamonds are really good for cutting in industrial technologies and stuff. But they're not rare.
No, you can grow them now. Like that.
But you can find them. There's airfields in South Africa and Africa where you land on the airstrip and there's armed military on the airstrips. So you can't go off the airstrip because in the sand off the airstrip is just diamonds in the sand. Like they're not a rare thing. The marketing of diamonds
is what is increased their value.
Is what it is increased. And then the fact that 3 families own literally all of the diamond mines and then they restrict how many diamonds are released into the market.
But that's how that works.
So they restricted, they created the first real market that has a deficit. They're going, we want to sell more than we supply.
Yep.
That's how we're going to keep the price high. So we're just going to control the supply. Now people do that. Like PlayStation did that for the latest PlayStation release.
Everyone's doing that now. Everything's a limit. I was just listening to Sean Ryan's just been talking with the CEO of Shopify. And they're talking about, he was asking Sean, like, do you remember your first sale and how that felt and do you remember who it was and what you sold? And he was like, I listed all my courses that I was doing on my website. Had nothing, couldn't sell anything. Was talking to someone he knew and they were like, mark everything on your website as sold out.
Yeah.
And then open one back up.
Yeah.
And he did that and sold out in a week.
Yeah.
Because it was just like everyone saw sold out and was like, oh, this must be really, really, really good because there's not much of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it just plays a trick in your brain.
It just plays a trick in their brain, So it's going to be an interesting little listen. I think I just kicked it off there this morning. But
okay.
I'm sort of interested in how that works. Because Shopify are on track to exceed web sales, or like beat Amazon.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, by next year, they'll have more global internet sales.
That's a weird...
than Amazon.
Yeah. Well, we use Shopify.
Yeah. Well, that's why it piqued my interest because I was like, it's sort of relevant.
They do a lot of e-commerce stuff.
Yep.
That helps you push. We obviously can't use any of it.
No.
But they've just got a lot of, because we use Squarespace for our merch and stuff, and then we use Shopify for our tobacco sales.
Yep.
And the Squarespace, they virtually offer no like extra apps or
it's nothing.
Like add-on features. So like
all their plugins suck.
Yeah. One of the really interesting ones that Shopify do, is you can put a countdown timer on a price.
Yeah.
So when you go onto the website, because it's another weird, it's not a scarcity model, but it's well, it is. I guess it's a time scarcity instead of a volume.
Model.
It's still a scarcity model. So when you first go onto the website, it might say this product is normally $22. It's $15, but only $15 for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And so that one, as soon as you go onto the website, those countdown clocks start going, and it stops people from leaving, thinking about it, and not coming back.
Yeah,
they just go,
yeah.
I'll just get it now, so I don't
miss the good price.
out.
Yep.
Whereas Squarespace doesn't do any of that.
No. Shopify is really, really good for that sort of thing. Yeah.
Their websites just aren't as good.
Yeah. Yeah. So
you can really
too much.
You can really tell a Shopify website, whereas it's really hard to tell a
got
Squarespace.
A real generic.
Yeah, it's like they're really hard to like rejig around.
Yeah, right.
Whereas it's hard to tell a Squarespace from a privately built website. You can really fuck around with Squarespace a lot more.
Yep. And I think a lot of that stuff has changed how. Well, it's why you see so many online businesses now. Like,
yeah, it's why everyone calls themselves an entrepreneur.
Yeah, that's right. Well, our first website we ever got built for our first retail store we had, we paid $10,000 to get it built, and then every time we wanted to add a new product or every time we wanted to change something, it was more money.
Yep.
It was
it was money to update it.
And then we were like, how do we set this up with our FPOS? Oh, the back end we use doesn't have a plug-in for that. You'll have to do this. And we're like, what the fuck is so? Yeah. We binned all that and then rejigged the whole thing ourselves.
Yeah.
And it was sweet.
Yeah. Well, my first ever business website was my farrying website. And the people that built that did the fonts.
That's
and everything.
Right. Yeah.
Like I still have the disc of the fonts they created
that's
for
like
the Healthy Hooves stuff.
Our MS Mechanical branding really cool. Is all we got a full when we did the handover for that rebrand, they give us a full like a digital booklet of like these are the fonts we use, these are the colours we use.
Yeah.
If you're using this as a header, don't go any bigger than this size. Like 30 pages.
Yeah.
Of like don't put this on a page offset. It's got to be straight because the line's tying with this and like the full. If you can't access this font, the next closest is this. Like she and hats off to Renee. Like it's a really nice looking website, and she went ham on the whole design thing.
Yeah.
But that's not something that we're constantly adding new things to. It's just a landing page to them. So it's a different
it's a different beast. But that the people who did the health, I've still like. So I own the Healthy Hooves font. Like if they made a brand new font, like it's its own thing. It's super cool. So I guess stuff like that doesn't exist, and stuff like your, like a brand template does exist, but I guess with Shopify and Squarespace and all that, it's just you get to pick from 10 fonts.
Yeah.
And you do this. And
but then, like, I was at the post office the other day, and there was a young couple there, had this big box full of little post bags, and they were making like, it was like 3D printed figurines, I think they said.
Yeah.
For like dungeons and people that
yeah.
And that was probably 40 bags in their little crate. And I was like, what a weird. Yeah. It cost them nothing to set up.
Yeah.
And they just print out, I don't even know what's in Dungeons and Dragons, but they print out all the little figurines. So people that build a board with all the stuff can go and buy the little archers and the little stuff.
I watched some YouTube video. Like, I'm not into Dungeons and Dragons at all. But I watched some YouTubes of the guys who paint the figurines.
Yeah.
It is fucking cool.
Very cool.
It is so interesting.
Yeah.
And like the skill involved, like they do a pretty unreal job. Like one of them I was watching, and they'd set up all of these.
Gee, someone's done themselves a mischief.
Yeah, someone's done themselves a
15 sets of sirens.
Yeah. And they set where they want, when they have the board laid out the way they want the board laid out.
Yeah.
To make it look like the light's coming from the same direction for all of the figurines.
Yeah, so they paint them all.
So they'll go, when the board's laid out, the sun's going to be in the northeast of the board. Yeah. So I want that glare to be on all of the figurines for the whole board in that direction. And you're like, who the fuck thinks of this shit?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so cool. No. Like, I wish I had that much time.
Well, I was watching it.
But interest in something. That's so cool.
Watching a lady on YouTube who does... I was nearly going to order one. She does like real world maps.
Yeah.
But in the layout of like Tolkien's maps from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So like she draws in like
we should get one for out at Carrara.
Yeah,
That'd be cool as.
Yeah. So she'll like put in all the mountains. They've got the little. It just looks like a map out of a Lord of the Rings book. I was like, and she spends hours on them to get them right.
That's so cool.
I was like, that's such a cool hobby.
Yeah. But like Etsy and that's like amazing. Like I bought a holster from a saddler in Texas.
Yeah.
That makes like Western holsters for my single six.
Yep.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
And then we just bought a heap of shoes from a guy who hand makes Italian calf skin like loafers and that.
Yeah.
Because I've been looking for my fucking pup chewed my Italian ones that I've had for years.
Yeah.
And so I've been looking for a good set of like nice like handmade boots again.
Yeah.
And we stumbled across this guy and they're like super
really
cool.
nice.
Yeah. But they look they're an entirely different style than like a Western boot. But they're like a loafer, but you can get them in like blue and like just brown and stuff.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, we just bought a heap of them. Hers arrived. But mine haven't yet, so I'm pretty excited about that. But like stuff like that, it's so cool to be able to like access people's homemade stuff.
Yeah.
It's like,
and people, I don't have that artistic flair. Like this to me is about my limit. Like painting something a different colour. It's like that's it. And I didn't even do that, but you know what I mean. But then I was watching another guy. He makes like custom one-off shoes. So he'll buy a set of Jordans.
Yeah.
And like he did a set for Rogan, I think.
Yeah.
The one I was watching, and he'll like unpick the stitching and he painted like an elk on it and then stitch it back on, and then I know you like, you know, one of Rogan's tattoos is a samurai or something, so then he's like hand drawn this samurai on the inside of the tongue of the shoe, and it's like they're like a one-off thing.
Yeah.
You spend hours and hours on them, but it's like it's just a fucking shoe.
Yeah.
But I just don't have that artistic.
Yeah. But it's awesome that market's coming back.
Yeah.
Because for ages, like from when we were sort of kids until when into our like late 20s, early 30s, it wasn't cool to have craft stuff.
No, everyone wanted to have the same thing.
Yeah, but now everyone like wants crafty things. Like, and I wonder if it's from the quality of mass produced stuff. Like we still buy, I still buy Rod and Gun shirts.
Yep.
Because like they used to fit. So the Rod and Gun was a New Zealand based company.
Yeah.
And they made all of their clothes for Maoris.
Yep.
So for people don't know who Maoris are, they're the like indigenous people for New Zealand.
Yeah.
But they're big, solid, thick people.
Big people.
Like they're just solid. Like they're just solid. And in the West, everyone wears like chinos and shit.
Yeah.
And my legs...
I'd pay to see you in a pair of chinos. Fuck, I would pay to see you in chinos.
My legs just don't fit skinny things. Like they just... It doesn't matter how fit I am. It doesn't matter whatever. No. I'm just a thick dude. I'm just a thick set guy.
Yeah, big boned.
Big boned. Festively plump. But because it was a New Zealand-based company and they made all of their stuff to fit like not tall but stocky people.
Yeah.
All of their clothes fit
well.
super fucking well.
Yep.
And they were well made and stuff. Anyway, they got super popular. And now they're just the same as everyone else.
Yeah.
And so none of their shit fits me anymore.
No.
And he's like, well, you've lost your main fucking target market. Like I was buying a heap of this stuff. But now you can go on Etsy and you can find people who like make those sort of clothes. And instead of wearing Rod and Gun, you're wearing like a cool brand that nobody knows.
Yeah.
And so I just think it's awesome that market's coming back.
Yep. No, it is. It's good to see. And I mean, the accessibility now of like 3D printing and like one of our friends, she's got a 3D printer. She's got like the cricket sticker cutter and just does everything.
Yep.
And so like we were there the other night and I don't know, it came up about I was talking about the battery holders for like your power tools.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I want to put some of them in. And Russ was like, yeah, we'll just download the schematic or the program for your batteries and we'll just 3D print them. He said, I did a heap. He's got a heap in his own shed. He's always made them ourselves.
Yeah, that's
just
cool.
buy the filament.
Yeah.
Just print them out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So like that sort of thing. Dad's done a heap of that sort of stuff with the young fella at home too, like making a few things and. It's good because you can 3D print something, an idea.
Yeah.
Go, that doesn't fit. File a bit out here and cut a bit here, and and then go, oh, that's how we want it, and then just redraw it and print it on the better stuff.
Yeah.
So it's made all that stuff way more accessible.
Like those arc droids, the laser cutters, like the ones you put a plasma cutter onto.
Yeah.
And you put them onto CAD and they'll just like trace out your design.
Yep.
Like all that stuff now, like you can manufacture fucking anything from your house now. Like it's so cool. Obviously it's like a bit expensive, but once you've got
you set up,
yeah, it's right.
Like, it's one of those things.
Technology is so cool. Like there are really cool parts of our technologically advanced society and our globalist society, but obviously there's some drawbacks.
Yeah, so even in my industry here, like I know guys that are doing like custom turbo kits and custom manifolds and that. They'll 3D scan it, draw it up what they think's going to work, 3D print a mock-up. They can test fit it. They can bolt it up, remeasure before they go and invest in getting it made out of steel. Or,
getting the molds and stuff.
Yeah, so they can 3D print something overnight and go, oh, that didn't work. Let's reshape this and make it 30 degrees instead of 45. Yeah. Reprint it again. Oh, that's better. Now we'll just change this. And like over a month, you can do 40 templates and then get it right before you bolt it on and then go, oh, shit, that didn't work. Yeah,
prototyping now is an entirely different thing now, isn't it? Like, it's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, and that's only reasonably new. Like, that's only sort of come in the last, 10 years? Probably not even.
Probably. Jeez, I just hit a smoky patch in this thing. Yeah. This has been a really pleasant
These are
stick the whole way through.
Delightful smoke, it's really been a while since we've had a brand newie on the potty, and this has been absolute. The bands are cool. Like the boys are just doing such a good job with their branding now.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Yeah, but it's a very, very, very nice smoke. Yeah,
it's a shame. I think the reason we didn't get the actual dumpster box is that they don't do them anymore.
Yeah, I am a bit sad that we didn't get a. We'll have to ask them whether they've got one lying around so we can put it.
Yeah, John.
Yeah. Hey, John,
reach out. But it's been really, really nice. For an early morning too. Like
for an early morning, yeah, absolutely.
Usually a bit dubious firing up a
well, this is the first smoke I've had since I didn't have a smoke 2 days leading up to the surgery.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think that would be a great idea. And then I haven't had a smoke since. And so we're like a week, not quite a week.
Yeah.
Out.
Yep.
And it's been, I couldn't have thought of a better one to.
No, so if you want to get your hands on one, you know where to find them. But we'll have them on the website, or we do have them, or we will have them.
No, they're on there.
Excellent.
Yep. No, they're all on there. There'll be some new shirts.
Yeah, new shirts
coming on there.
We've just with the modern advancements in technology, we're actually designing some of our own designs.
Yeah. So the first prototype has come in now, and we're super happy with that. We're waiting for the next. So we're going to launch 3.
Yep.
To start with. And then we've got 2 more that we haven't started
we're
working
on now.
Yeah. But these ones will be up on the website.
Yep.
In the next
I did get a comment back from one of our customers the other day. He bought a heap of cigars for Christmas and got a shirt, one of the Warfighter shirts, and he texted me like 2 days later. He's like, mate, this is the most comfortable t-shirt. So and they're made in
Nicaragua. Yeah, these are Nicaraguan
John and
ones.
Scott get them made in Nick, but so he was blown away by how comfy. Yeah, it's just a black t-shirt.
Yeah,
but I found the same. The fit's really nice, full
cotton, and then all of ours are going to be 100% cotton as well. And the fit's the same as the Warfighter ones. They're real comfy,
really nice fit.
They're tight enough to look nice, but loose enough where you don't have to worry about if you lift your hands up over your head.
Yeah,
it's not going to pop out.
You can still. Do-si-do if you have to.
So no, the Warfighter, we've got a couple of the Warfighter shirts still in stock. The Garrison shirts will be up on the website in the next week or so.
Once we're happy with them.
Once we've sort of given them a bit more of a flesh out.
We'll wear them in and work them in too.
Make sure they're pretty good.
I've pulled a shirt out yesterday to go pressure clean, just a t-shirt that I got with a rifle I bought.
Yeah.
Still fits, still comfy. The everything's still on it. It's got a AICS sniper rifle on the back, and it's got cool. Tested on Bisley, tested on bad people, not vegan approved. It's like, and Danny used to hate it. I'd wear it out shopping and that, and she's like, do you have to wear that shirt? But I bought that rifle in 2014, I think. Yeah. So, and that shirt's still going strong.
Yeah.
So that's what you and I both like.
Yeah,
if you're
absolutely.
going to spend $40, $50 on a shirt, it's got to last.
It's got to last
years.
Yep. Yeah. So the new printing technology, like the stuff, the way the Warfighter boys print theirs.
Yeah.
It lasts
Shameless
forever.
plug.
And shameless plug. Yeah. And ours is the same printing style.
Yep.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's too fancy for me to remember. But it's something fancy. It works really well. We wouldn't sell it if it was shit.
No. Before we do go, because I think we're probably nearly at the end of our cigars, I did just find this little snippet, and and this is just purely for you because it's all about the Dutch.
Yeah.
And I want you'll have to go and do some research after I tell you the story. The French occupied the Netherlands in early 1800s.
Yeah.
So in 1811, they did a survey, like a census, and asked everyone for their first and last names, which weren't common for the Dutch.
Yeah.
A lot of them only had like first names.
First names, yeah. You get your name is where you're from.
Yeah. And so they thought it was just a short-term census. So a lot of them made up surnames.
Yeah.
And so there's a list of some of the names that they gave the French as their surnames and what they actually translate to.
Sounds pretty Dutch, yeah.
So Niemand, so anyone with the surname Niemand literally translates to nobody. Zondervan, you'll have to fix me on the pronunciations.
Yeah.
Not from anywhere.
Yeah.
Van der Hoek, from around the corner.
From around the corner.
So like they were just like, oh, this will be fucking. It's like when you order your pizzas and you say your name's Bruce Wayne or something. Zonderkop, which is headless. De Graaf is the grave. I can't pronounce the next one. Jekahui, I think, is loony bin, and Donderwinkel is thunderstorm.
That's awesome.
And so they just put them on the census as like a piss take.
Yeah. And
then they were like, oh shit, these are actually like now in record as everyone has to have a surname. So I want to know how many other Dutch
last names are just ridiculous. Yeah. Well, a lot of them are from where they were at the time, I guess, of that thing. So like Van der Frock is from the field.
Yep.
Like that's
so. What are you from the east?
From the east is So I can't. I think it's from the. It's either from the. I did used to know it. It's not from the land. It's from something similar to that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be just interesting. And interesting if that's actually the right translations or if it's like those Chinese tattoos that
that's right.
They think it means warrior and it means fucking
chicken noodle soup.
Yeah. But I was just feeling that the other day. I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that. We'll do some more funny last names. We probably won't, but
but
we'll probably forget. But
yeah. But
last names are pretty funny.
Yeah.
But like that was a super common thing, like because that's where Smith comes from.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Yeah. Like they were just the Smiths of the village.
Yeah.
Like the blacksmiths of the village, or you had like Baker. They were the bakers.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. And like there's two types of people in this world I've also discovered. There's people that save people with their name and their addresses in their phones.
Yeah.
So like I'll be like, hi, I'll introduce myself to you. We'll swap numbers, and you'll save me in your phone as Benjamin Van der East, my address with my mobile number.
Yeah.
And then there's other people like me,
like you, who just make shit up
that say like how I know you, like where you fit into the equation. So it's like, or I'll just put like Stricko Wairima.
Yeah.
Or like Stricko Mechanic.
Yep.
Like that will be all of the information in my phone.
Yeah.
And that's every one of my contacts. Emma was trying to find someone the other day. Like every one of my contacts.
That would annoy the fuck out of me.
Is just like that. Like I've got like people in different departments of like some of the places we deal with.
John purchasing. Yeah, that would annoy me.
But it works super well because when they ring, you can be like, oh shit, he's from that department. No worries, I know how to, like, I know what this is going to be about. Like, you can sort of preempt
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas I'd fucking forget if I had every cunt's last name in my phone.
Yeah. Yep.
So
if I get like reps and stuff, if I've got them in my phone, I'll put their name and that off their business card, but I'll also put a tag in there for the company they work for.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, fuck, who was that guy from Worth? And then I'll just type in my contacts list Worth.
Yeah.
And that way when I ring him, I know what his name's going to be. Otherwise, I've already flicked past it 6 times in my contacts list.
Yeah.
And fucking, was it Steve? Was it? And then you just type in the company they work for.
Yeah, but if you just have Steve Worth, then you don't have to worry about putting tags in there. It takes you 2 minutes to save.
But then Steve moves to Repco, and then I've got to
then when he rings you, and Steve, how's it going, mate? How's Worth? He goes, oh no, I moved to Repco. You quickly put it on speaker, change their details.
Yeah, no, I'm a first and last name operator. I've got a few in there, like like Ma and Pa and
Yep.
Denny and stuff, but like most of them are just first and last.
Are you a specialised ringtone operator?
I used to be. When I was
Yeah,
working
okay.
away, I had all my normal contacts were my normal ringtone.
Yeah.
And then all my work supervisors and that was the circus theme.
That's pretty
So
funny.
when I was on my week off, if the phone started ringing like the circus theme,
Yeah.
like, I'd be like, oh no, it's just the circus ringing. It
Yeah.
can wait.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I used to differentiate between like that and that.
Yeah.
But now like my phone's on silent.
Yeah, my phone's
Full
on.
time.
Yeah.
I've got a few saved in my phone as like their name and then PITA, pain in the ass.
Yeah. Mine get a black heart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just put a black heart next to
Yep.
their names and I just don't answer their phone calls
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got about 5 contacts in a row of do not answer. Just do not answer, do not answer, do not answer.
Yeah, but you
can
forget who they are, though.
Well, now you can block them anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I still like to know if they're ringing me. I'm too
yeah.
inquisitive.
Yeah.
I don't block anybody.
But yeah, no, I did used to dabble in the dual ringtones.
The favourite one, the one that you see all the time on social media, and that's like the people who saving their missus' name as Darth Vader's
Yeah.
like songs and that.
Yeah.
That makes me laugh. But I've never been that organised. I've never had special ringtones for anyone.
No, that's the only way I used to, because then otherwise I'd be at home, or, you'd be out in the shed or something, you hear the phone ring and you'd like stop what you're doing, go and grab the phone, you're like, oh, it's fucking supervisor, he can wait.
Yeah.
So just change it to that, so then you could hear it and go, nah, I'm off, I'm not at work, so.
Yeah, that works.
Yep. So, yeah. Anyway,
Very good.
I think that's Christmas sorted.
That's the Christmas
We
wrap.
didn't really, yeah.
That's this year wrapped, really.
pretty much, yeah. This
Are we
will be
gonna do-
releasing...
Is there one more before the end of the year?
Well, the next recording day is Christmas Eve, which is going to be a bit of a mish. We might try and get one out for New Year's.
Yeah, we'll try and
I
get
think
one out for New
we've
Year's.
we've sold ourselves on consistency. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, this will come out Christmas Eve. So
Yeah.
have a Merry Christmas,
Merry
everyone.
Christmas.
Hope you all get new jocks, and I'm sure everyone's just about ready for
Yeah.
new jocks in there.
I'm sure plenty of people are excited about the coal in their stockings because that's worth a fair bit at the moment.
Yeah,
so
that's right, yeah.
It's not even that bad of a
Bit of
gift
coal
to
would be
get. Bit
fucking
of
good.
coal wouldn't be bad. But yeah, make sure you spend some time with your loved ones, whether that's family or friends or the family you make. It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter.
Just enjoy yourselves and kick back and
Have a smoke.
have a smoke and remember to look back and be proud of the accomplishments you did this year, because it's easy to get caught up into what you got to do next year already.
Yeah.
But make sure you look back and
Do some good old-fashioned back patting.
yeah, that's right. Everyone needs a good back pat. So get amongst it. You guys have done well. Thank you for supporting us
everyone.
this year, and have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
and
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
We'll see you in
Peace out, home slices.
26.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.